Hello and welcome to Colred Plays Raid Shadow Legends. I am Colred. Thank you for joining me. So the portal is purple and it is my favorite time in Raid Shadow Legends, and that is a 2x Void Shard event. As a free-to-play player, this is by far my favorite shard pulling event, and so in today's video, we're going to be pulling some purple shards. I hope you're ready for it. Let's get started. No frills, no fluff. Today, I have no time because I have a baby boy at home who needs my attention. So just a quick reminder to click that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and consider joining our Discord community. Thanks so much. Now let's go pull some shards. So I just want to go over a few things before we start pulling shards very quickly. The first is that there is in fact a Champion Chase tournament going on with this 2x Void Shard event. Now, Champion Chase tournaments are always usually linked to bigger events. This one is not linked to a fusion event, it's linked to the Titan event where you can get points for the Lady Mikage souls. Now, I literally just fused my Lady Mikage on like Wednesday or something, just a couple of days ago for the latest CVC. So I now have her, she's on board, she isn't fully booked or anything like that, and I don't have a soul for her. So I'm hoping to get a soul. I'd love to get like a 3-star soul. The 4-star soul is out of reach for me, but probably I'm going to end up somewhere around the 2-star soul. So these 200 points here are significant. This 150 points, it's available at the 5,500 point threshold. That's what I would love to get. I don't know that I have enough shards to do that, but remember, this is a Champion Chase tournament, which means if you have any fragments or fusions lying around that you can complete, Doom Tower champions, anything that can get you more points, you can potentially push beyond just what your shards would get you. As a quick reminder, Void Shards do reward, or I'm sorry, Void Champions do reward extra points during these tournaments. So 50 for a rare, 350 for an epic, and 650 for a legendary. Now, I do have my Astrid still saved. I haven't used her up yet. I also have a couple of other champions. So I have Astrid. Here I've got Chronum, finally got him. Thank you to my friend Freaky for getting me all the referrals done. We've got a few other champions. So we could definitely get the 5,000 points and get those web points from the Titan event if we wanted. But it kind of depends on where we land in terms of points from just the shards, because I don't want to empty, all my fragment champions. I can use those during fusions as well. So I want to get a sense of how many points I might actually collect here just from shards. And I don't know if you've ever done this before, but you can do an expected return calculation. Now, this is a little calculation I like to do just to give myself a sense of if I'm ahead or behind the curve. Basically, if I've gotten lucky or unlucky with my shard pulls. But so if you look here, you get the percentages for each of the types of champions, the rarities of champions, 1% for legendary, 16% for epic, 83% for rare from the void shards. So you can do a quick calculation that'll let you know how many points that you can expect or how many champions of each type you can expect. And so I'm just going to pull up the calculator here, and we're going to do that calculation really quickly so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so here's my calculator. There's something peeking out behind that what the heck is going on there? Oh, hey, buddy. Yeah, no, I don't need any help today, thanks. Okay, so yeah, let's go back to the calculator here. And so basically all we need to do is take our number of shards and then multiply it by the chance of hitting for each different champion. And that'll let you know how many of those champions you are likely to hit. So for instance, if I want to do legendary champions, I would take my number of shards, I would multiply it by the decimal percentage chance of getting, let's say, a legendary. In this case, that's going to be 1%, so 0.01. And this will tell me how many legendaries I can expect. I can expect a third of a legendary. Now, each legendary is worth 650 points, so I can expect 214.5 points from legendaries. Now, obviously, you can't get fractional legendaries. I'm either going to get 0 or 1 or 2, right? You get them in whole numbers. But this is just to let you know what the expected return is on your number of shards. So don't worry so much about the fact that this is fractional. It's a tool for gauging whether or not you're doing well, basically. Okay, now let's do the same for epics. So we have 33 shards times 0.16 chance, right? 16% chance of an epic. And so we should get around 5 epics, 5.28 epics. And we can do the same thing for rares. Of course, that's just going to be whatever is left. So it's going to be 33 times 0.83. So we should get 27 rares. Now we can multiply all of these by their points. So for instance, in this case, I can multiply this by 50 points. And that tells me how many points I should expect from rares. Now I've done all of this and added it up. So I should expect 214 points from legendaries, 1,848 points from epics, 1,369.5 points from rares. And that brings me to a grand total of 3,432 points. So if we go back to the tournament, we know 3,432 points. Champion Chase is going to get us to this legendary tome. So if I get this legendary tome, I'm about on target. 5,500 points would be a lot. That would be a lot based on the number of shards I get. I'd have to have several more epic pulls than expected, or maybe even like a couple of legendary pulls to really shoot for that 5,500. So I'm likely to have to dip into my fragment champions if I want these 150 points. I don't know that I want to do that. I do want to summon Astrid, but I don't know that I want to summon more than that. And she's only going to be 500 points, right? So I do have to be aware of that. So Epic Tome is great. I'm going to get these 50 points. That should be fine. If I'm unlucky, maybe I don't even get the Legendary Tome. We'll have to see. So that's just a little calculation I like to do before I pull shards to give me a sense of whether or not I'm doing well in a champion chase or poorly, or it could be a summon rush if you want to calculate that as well. All right, now let's actually get to some shard pulls. Dude, go away. I'm fine. All right, so we've got 33 void shards. I like to do 10 pulls. You know I like to do 10 pulls. So I'm going to do the 3 single pulls first, then I'm going to do the 10 pulls, and we'll see what we get. There is a targeted champion boost today. It is a 10 times for Riho Bonespur, one of my most desired champions. I'd say she's in my top 5 desired champions. Yumiko and Riho Bonespur are both way up there. I've always loved this champion. As soon as she came out, I wanted her. I think she's a great support. So that would be a huge win. But any Void Legendary who's usable would be a huge win. Hopefully not a duplicate. That would be unfortunate. I only have like 5 or 6. So, okay, let's go ahead and pull the singles. As far as the Void Epics are concerned, I basically have all of the Void Epics in the game at this point. I may be missing 1 or 2, but no crucial ones. Like, I have Demitha, I have Maneater, I have a Kemptum, I have, I have basically everybody. Selenia is a great champion. I do really like Selenia. But okay. So no epics yet. So now we're going to go ahead and do our 10 pulls. Whew. We were on a massive cold streak for a while, and just the last shard pull video, we got back to sort of par. Like, it wasn't a hot, shard pull video, but it was good enough. I'm a little bit worried here with only 30 void shards that we're not going to hit anything. I like that they don't put the points up anymore, right? And spoil what's coming. Are we going to get blue tax right out of the gate? Yeah, I've been so cold. Oh, there we go. Hey, it's a Maneater. Okay. Well, I already have 2 Maneaters built. Actually, one's at 50, but he's, built at 50. So great champion. I don't need another copy. But yeah, never bad to see a Maneater, and I'm glad it wasn't a blue tax. All right, 2 more 10 pulls to go. We are probably a little bit behind on the epics. So in terms of the points, which is really what we want here, we want those points. Okay, that's going to help. Kemptum, awesome. I do have 1 built. I just built him recently, actually. Renegade's a very good rare. Paragon. Uragrim, nice. I do have a Uragrim, I believe. I think I have a Uragrim on this account. That might be new. I don't think it's new. But anyway, 2 epics. So, okay on points. We expected 5 epics, right? And we've gotten 3 so far. So we're hopeful for at least a double epic here so we can get that legendary tome. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get like 4 epics and we'll start pushing up towards that higher level. Or gold. We'd love to see gold. Come on. Warcaster, not bad. That's an epic. Good. Another epic. Godseeker Aniri. That's actually usable for me. Okay, so I do have a Godseeker Aniri, but she is specifically built for Sand Devil's Necropolis. So if I want to build another Godseeker Neri for other content, now I have an extra copy. Bellower, by the way, is my campaign farmer. I love him. He's fantastic. I know people prefer Fellhound, but I actually prefer Bellower. I think he's a better overall champion, and you can use him in other content as well. He's great in Doom Tower. Okay, so I think we landed exactly at the 5 epics, which means we're going to be just shy of our 3,400 points because we can't get those fractional legendary points, right? We're not going to get the 200 points from the legendaries, but I think we got enough to get our legendary tome. So we should be over 3,000 points here. Yep, 3,150. 3,150. So the legendary tome is really nice. So is this soulstone here. That's actually going to be helpful in the future. Let's go ahead and take all of it. And I think that should get me to my first soul. Yep, that got me my 1-star Lady Mikage perfect soul. And we are on our way to the 2-star soul. I'm hopeful that I can get this. I don't know how much further I'm going to be able to push. We still have 9 days left, so, you know, can I get to the 3-star soul? I don't know. I wasn't really active during the first week because we were having a baby. But I would love to get this reward track, another Immortal Soul Stone, the legendary skill tome there, and the Void Shard. All of those would be good. Now, I do have another Void Shard available to me in Doom Tower tomorrow. You can see I still have these keys to do today. Unfortunately, I missed a couple of days. So there is this Void Shard here. If you are in Doom Tower, don't forget to try to push and get your Void Shards before the end of the weekend. You still have a couple of days. There's another one up here. And I think that's it. If you are in normal Doom Tower, there are 2 available as well. I think they're pretty high up, though. So yeah, here at 70 and then all the way at 100. There's actually 3, and then at 120. So don't forget to get your extra Void Shards. Pull them, not just for the points, but for the 2x event, for the chance at Riho Bonespur, who's an absolutely phenomenal support. Let me know in the comments below, did you hit? Did you hit gold? I know somebody who hit gold, and I just want to share this, so give me just a second. Here it is. My editor, whose name is Sun, pulled his shards earlier today and hit himself a Siffi the Lost Bride on his Noob vs. Pro account. That is his main account. Sun has a nickname around our Discord community. We call him Hot Hands. Sometimes Captain Hot Hands. He's been upgraded to Colonel Hot Hands. Even, I don't know, General Hot Hands. Now, pretty soon he's going to be like Sky Marshal Hot Hands, High Cleric Hot Hands. The man pulls shards well. So if you are ever interested in having somebody pull your shards, come to our Discord community. Ask Sun to pull your shards because he's very good at it. He's very good at it. So congratulations to my editor, whose name is Sun. I'm happy for you, buddy. Good job. Now get out of here. Okay, that is it for me today. Definitely let me know if you hit on any great champions. And if you missed like I did and you didn't get a legendary or you didn't get any good epics at all, feel free to put that in the comments as well. And I will commiserate with you because we've all been through it. All right, that's it for me today. Thanks so much for hanging out. I have been Colred. I will see you in another video soon.